Hi there, this is Sandy here. Welcome to another Friday Findings video at my YouTube channel and my blog, keepsakecrafts.net. Today I'm going to talk to you about a fun tool that you can use in your jewelry making. It's a wire jig. So this is a wire jig, and this is a simple basic one. It's made out of plastic, and it's just a board with a grid of evenly spaced holes. And your wire jig comes with these little plastic pegs that fit in the holes, and then you use it to make wire shapes. Because you have all the pegs in place as you do your wraps, you can see this is the pattern I used here. As you do your wire wraps, it comes out consistent, so you can make the same shape over and over again. You can make several and connect them for links. You can make all kinds of shapes. All of these over here were made on the wire jig. You can make decorative swirly designs. You can make shapes like stars and angels and crosses, shamrocks, flowers are popular. I've seen all kinds of designs. So it really works very simply. You just place the pegs in the board and then you wrap wire around. Now here I have some 22 gauge craft wire. It's a little thin for these shapes. You can see it's pretty flexible. So you really do want to use something a little heavier. I'm just using this because it's easy to demonstrate with. So the way it works is you can work right off your spool of wire. Some people like to start by making a loop, but I like to just hold the tail down. And then you just wrap around your pegs, and you want to try to keep the wire against the wire jig so that it comes out even. And then you just wrap around the pegs. It's that simple. So I'm pressing it down so that they all come out consistent. And then final wrap. And then you can just pull the whole thing off. Now you will find wire jigs in metal, some really heavy duty ones that you can do a lot of heavy wire wrapping with. When you're done, you just use your pliers to trim off the excess. And you can see now I have these two perfectly matching pieces that could be used for a variety of things. Like here's one that could be used as a chandelier style earring. If you made a whole bunch of these, which is made just on these 4 pegs, they would be a lovely connector, just maybe connecting a star pendant. These ones were made just on a square of pegs on the board. And this one was also made on a square of pegs, only instead of going around, I went back and forth and across. This necklace and these earrings were made using a wire jig, and it's just simply beads. And on the jig board I had 3 pegs which this wire was wrapped around. Then I slid on a bead and then wrapped the wire around another 3 pegs. And I did that for small beads, sections of beads like for this or for the earrings, or even for a big bead, which was a little tricky to get the spacing right, but it worked out. And then they were all connected with these figure 8 links, which were made also on the wire jig, just wrapping around 2 links repeatedly, stacking them up, and then you got several of your little connectors. So it really is a fun practical tool for making your own connections. If you just did these 3 loops and then left the wires straight, it would be a decorative head pin. Now once you finish your pieces, you want to take some nylon jaw pliers and give all the parts a good squeeze with the nylon jaw pliers. This does 2 things. It flattens them out so everything in the piece is on the same plane, and it also hardens it a bit so that it will be a bit more durable in your design. And you do need to pay attention to how you use these. For example, this one, you can see it's pretty weak that way, but you could certainly use it in different directions. Or this one, it doesn't look like it's going to hold together well, but wouldn't this be a fun frame for wire wrapping with very fine gauge wire, and then go around, maybe add some small beads. If you do a search online for wire jig patterns, you will find a multitude, like I said before, all kinds of shapes, words, figures, flowers, abstract designs, links. You will find some wire jigs that come with a large peg, and you can actually use these to make ear wires. So you could make pair after pair of ear wires and make them all consistently and quickly with the wire jig. It's a fun tool to play with and experiment and see what you can create with it. If you liked this video, please make sure you've subscribed to my YouTube channel so you'll see more like it, and give it a like and share with your friends. Check out the other 2 videos up on the screen. You can follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and on my blog. Happy creating. Bye-bye.